listen, they're becoming adults.
Yes.
They are challenging everything in life. They're looking at everything. And these kids have so much information.
Yes.
So much more than we had. So they're thinking and talking about things and about life in a different way than I did when I was 15 or 16 years old.
I feel like we followed the rules. If someone told us we
and they don't.
Line.
They're like challenging everything and looking at it, which is great, I think, for our world. I think they're going to change the world, to be quite honest.
You feel that?
Oh, and make it so much.
Nothing connects to me anymore.
That's why
this song
what does that mean?
I
think I finally understand. I had to relive it multiple times.
And the world went away. Hey,
I think the time has
this
come to actually end this, which is to delete everything. So I contacted the individual who used the word. You should just delete everything. You're right. So I want to say thank you for saying that. How long ago was that?
So how to organize and you don't say
4 years, 6 years, 8 years, who knows? I don't know. Do they even remember saying it? Probably not. But for me, it is absorbing the best and the worst that the body is needing so that it can connect itself, reconnect itself, heal itself, and the body's incredible. So first of all, remember with any sort of injury, your body absolutely wants to heal. When it comes to bizarre behaviors or contradictions that live within,
okay. When you can't say it, someone else can say it better for you, right? Yeah, I am very musical. That's why in the shower, when it happened, I said, I am not losing music. And I made that phone call. I called. So I did something.
confront those contradictions.
Hey, I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to explain some things, because when I went to your wedding, I heard some things, and quite frankly, they've been on replay for a long time. So we were always supposed to lose touch. I just don't understand why I was invited to your special day. Show you my injury. Actually, it was the same feeling I had at Majestic Cafe, and many times we hung out, so maybe I kind of knew deep down. I just want to not live with these memories. I just had a couple questions so I could understand exactly how bad of a friend you were, and I get it if you don't want to explain that, but I am telling my story. I am doing it as privately as possible. Aware of the injury? I mean, I told you to your voice message. Maybe you never got it. Did you think that behavior was normal? I'm sorry. It's just I'm so happy because I don't have it inside me anymore. The events that are on replay are pretty specific. I don't think anyone's going to know it's you, but people know we were friends. People ask me about you. I don't know what to say, except I don't really talk to her because I don't know. I just want to not live with these memories. I just know that I am following through with what I said I would do. And this is going to be part of everything. So even this recording is included now that you got back to me and I can assess my body. But if you allow me to explain how trauma works to you, maybe we can contain it privately and I never have to go there back to Michigan. But I have videos. I am telling the story of what I saw and what I heard and how it transported me back to that night. And that's why I wanted more information, if you don't mind. Only you hold the key to that, but at the same time, I don't need you to contribute. So you said maybe Saturday, definitely Sunday. So today's Sunday. So if you'd like to talk today, schedule a time because I'm kind of busy. But I can definitely give you an opportunity to explain, answer some questions, allow me to speak, which maybe might create this gratitude feeling of, wow, thank you so much. The concussion, kindness is present, but I can't make any promises at this point. So the decision is yours. I gotta admit though, I'm really hoping not to even bring any of this stuff in there. Maybe we can just reconnect as friends. But that would require you to recognize that you weren't a good friend. And it seems like you continue not to be. Losing touch with people is fine, but I'm not people. I'm one person. So why don't we deal with that, our relationship? Okay. That's why I have some pretty poignant questions. Sorry, I have very clear questions to ask you. I'll be typing it verbatim as you answer. And I just wanted to give you the information before you make the decision. All right, there's your context. Take care. Goodbye.
Confront those contradictions, which I've done every single time by posting.
Gratitude for that person, except this is copyrighted, so I can't show you the words and voices because they're movies, music, media, news stories, etc., etc. So Where do I send my complaints? To politicians about specific situations and people, because I want to kick them out because they don't have passion for their profession and they hurt people. Cop that told me, oh, trust me, tell people I'm here so you're safe in a very dangerous part of the city where I live. Why is it dangerous? Because people don't care for each other. So I do the opposite. I'm Smarty MC. I'm going to be talking about Chicago.
The internet is the scariest place for me because people are not real. I'd rather, talk to someone face to face or get to know them over time. And that's why it's so funny to me because I am a very outgoing, happy, genuine person. And that's, I guess, the target that I realize I need to be really careful about. But not really, because I was informed a long time ago. I'm very gullible, too trusting. And I have to watch out for that. Moving to the city of Chicago for college was interesting because I had the best of both worlds. I had the Jesuit University.
All right, the things I'm doing on the podcast, I'm having new ideas and thoughts as I'm listening to self. And I really like how I sound. Also, I'm reaching out to everyone who is in my memories, whether it's to harm or to help. And I'm explaining how it attaches to a philosophy that I've had, a life philosophy that I'm never ever going to forget. But I am ready now to put down on paper to say, over there, you want to hear about my life? You want to know about me? You can read it over there. You have questions? I'm more than happy to answer because I think a living writer who's trying to get a point across is the most valuable thing we have, because once they're dead, you can't get your questions answered. We have to just interpret it. And that's where it gets a little, oh no, what do they mean? What do they say? Well, how do we truly know? We have to look for evidence. Just like I wanted to do in mortuary science, because I love science. I want to put the bad guys away. I believe in history, whereas your history of behavior actually means something. And like I said, for the first time ever, it's not in my body. Coming back to Detroit, which is a safe haven, I'll call it, is incredible. But being around the certain people I went to in high school with, no, not that great. And that's why somebody from a different generation had to literally look me in the eyes and say, we went to the same high school. What are you not getting? I'm like, we did? Because she talks about her reunions all the time. She's on like the reunion board. And I'm like, gosh, where'd you go to high school? I think I probably asked her 8 or 9 times and she got frustrated with me. And I'm like, oh, I got it. So something about that methodology makes it stink. Makes it stick. Anyway, I realized I don't need to finish the podcast with the deadline unless I really want to. Unless I want to get rid of some stuff or just say a couple things here and there, which I think will be the next step. Just get rid of things until midnight, because this is the first time the podcast, I got ahead of it and there's no numbers triggering. I have all the strategies that I need. I don't have to speak to people in small bursts or moments to hold the thought and to practice talking and to contain that adrenaline. I don't have to talk about my homeless advocacy if they ask you, well, what do you do? Because I don't have to explain anything anymore. I can just say, that's an odd question. What do you mean, what do I do? I just do this thing called life, and I get it. They're trying to get intel and information, and I'm just not one of those braggy people. So the people in my life, I'm going to now start letting go of. And if I put your number in my phone and I just say, do not answer, that's it. Check voicemail. If you want to leave a voicemail, voicemail for me, go for it. And if I check it, fine. If the universe connects and I'm supposed to listen to it, I will. And if I want to call back, I will. Otherwise, consider this your education, a very short time for you to get all the information you need to apply. Otherwise, you're just pursuing this other information that you need. And that's why whatever you do in life, I just say do it right, which, what does that mean? Well, I guess it's using the standards that we already created, whether it's in teaching, nursing, the pursuit of justice for those groups that have been unfairly treated over time, and the remembrance of history and those who have sacrificed something far greater than their own life. This concept of country, this concept of democracy, this concept of always doing better because the previous generation left us something like a gift. It's a precious gift, and you're going to squander it. For a long time, I thought I was Native American because of the way I look, because of the response people gave me, like little kids, people that didn't really know I was Asian, or I didn't know I was Asian. For a long time, I had a bit of an identity crisis. I didn't know I was Asian. I thought I was Native American because I grew up in North America, and I learned about it at school. I was always absorbing the things around me and trying to understand my place in the world. And that's why I really want to I really want to encourage people to think about, what does citizenship mean? Is it voting? Is it giving back? Is it creating something wonderful to pass on, a legacy we talk about? Or perhaps, well, you know what? I don't know. I want to open up the forum to you and for you to talk about these things, because the one thing I do know is I would love a world that talks about education and the things we care about and helping each other. So what are your special skills? Are you a banker? Are you a musician? Are you a writer? Are you a good public speaker? Are you great working with elderly? Do you have a kind heart? Are you extremely patient with others? Are you extremely knowledgeable about a topic that nobody understands but you have passion for it? I don't care what it is, but I know that your cause is my cause as a as a school teacher. I was going to promote you and always stay way far behind out of anyone's view, because that's the thing I don't particularly like, and I know how I got there. And now I'm ready to flip it, because like I said, I confronted every single trigger, whether it's good or bad. A trigger is just an acute uptick in the adrenaline or endocrine system. That's really all it is.